So, let's start with some background about you, about what you do, and how about that. Hi guys, thank you for having me. Hi, I want you to see that everyone is here, listening and with energy because we're trying to talk with the background. So bear with me for a few minutes. I'm confident for Microsoft Israel. I'm leading the business for Azure in Israel with a corporate account, which means I can work with banks, insurance companies, and some of the time with the fintech side or the startup side. So today I'm here to tell you about the revolution of the OpenAI and Microsoft. The presentation will deal with the side of the users. Okay, the users in the organization, in the banking, in the banks, or in the insurance company. And on the other side, on the development, okay, working with GitHub Copilot for that matter, or working with OpenAI, Azure OpenAI on your Azure account. And we'll start in a step.
Yeah, one second. While we do this, let's get everybody back for real.
Sorry for that. Content, I tried to be very intuitive and very very unique and ask guys the picture comparison tool of OpenAI to make my first slide. And I was asking him to do it very funny and kind of an old school. And I wanted to be memorable, and that's what I got. Sorry for my friend, but kind of shitty slide. But you got my name here, you got my QR code here, you can scan it and we can talk later if you want to, and if you have any questions. But this is some of the risks of OpenAI when you try it for the first time. So bear with me regarding that. So I always contemplate about the fact that we're talking about the first data lake. Okay, this is a little verse from old Egypt or some sort of like that. And we're not that far from that today, but the fact is that we're always talking about generate AI as a new innovative tool for businesses, for organizations. In some inner circles in Microsoft, in global corporation, they talk about the next 5 years as equal to the change in the past 50 years. Okay, that's how much Microsoft is betting on OpenAI as a game changer tool against the competition. The two segments here that spoke a lot about OpenAI, about business, about individuals, basically talk about the API economy. Okay, today it's all about open banking, about taking a conversation between two applications all the time, and we argue that OpenAI will open up the door for you regarding that for innovative with your customers, and we're going to help you to push that, and we're going to see it later on in the presentation. Just a fun fact, okay? The competition is changing all the time. We used to have banks that dealt with our accounts without lending, without investing. And today we see the competition, the tech competition, our tech competition, do that as well, okay? We've got Amazon for that matter that give loans, that pay credit cards, that helps people to purchase stuff. And the world's changing, so we need to jump on this wagon as well. Okay, bear with me, it's a very small font, but it's a research from IDC that was held by around last month, and he's presenting the impact of the recession, today's recession on some industries. the fun fact or what's more important to see is that around the banking, education, the resource industry, utility, insurance, the impact is very low. Okay, the impact, like, this is the highest number of impact, and this is the median, and this is the lowest one. So in Microsoft, we are always looking in the market because we want to try to understand what is the right place to invest our funds. And we see a great potential of working with those customers. That's why I'm pitching a lot to insurance companies and to banks regarding that, because we see our aim or our angle to get into the organization to sell more products on Azure. Basically, this is my day job. Okay, I always try to tame the legacy software in banking and insurance company, trying to persuade them to re-innovate it and to make it more agile, more modern, to switch their products towards that direction. But as I see the room and I feel the sense of urgency, you're here. Okay, we need to help you to get from here, like sending the early birds and conquer this dragon and help you with enterprise. I'm getting to the point with this old introductory about the funding. Okay, this is the we're updating our presentation all day long because we're getting more and more information from the market and from the analysts. And as you can see, in the past 90 days, still security takes the lead. Security for cloud industry takes the lead, but FinTech is on second place. The enterprise IT data infrastructure, which is a more predictable outcome to see, is only in the third place. So I urge you guys to reach out and try to figure out how to push your business towards the cloud with our traditional customers. And I have to have a funny slide, so I dare you to be individuals. Okay, so you have time. You need to push the customers to try the new stuff. Okay, some backgrounds about AI. Okay, everyone familiar with the phrase human parity? Raise your hands. No, yes. Human parity means that the computer sense that the other side against him is at a human level functionality, but actually it's a computer. Means that a computer right now can do, let's say, a machine translation or a speech recognition, which means it can hear a voice and gives an output in JSON file or with text, for that matter. Okay, so this is the roadmap until 2020. Okay, if you think that Microsoft started with OpenAI in the past year or two, you're wrong. We're talking way back. It's a big investment from the whole high-tech company because we see right now the fruits of this labor about a decade ago. Okay, I'm going to be very brief about let's say the mechanism of all what you hear about AI and ML and stuff like that. Okay, basically this is the evolution of the service. In the beginning, it was AI basically, which means that we were looking that computers will produce equivalent actions like human beings by themselves with their network of neurons. Okay, eventually they had another layer of the ability to learn and then to have a deep learning, which means to consolidate new knowledge and new calculations. And then came the Gen AI, which all you refer to as ChatGPT, but we'll see about that in a few seconds. Meaning that generative AI can take text or can produce text, or can take JSON file or produce JSON file in order to automate it, processes with customer or with your products, basically. Everyone familiar with the models of OpenAI? If we have a knowledge with that, we can go further ado. But I just say that ChatGPT is what everyone knows. It's the open source one which can use on your web browser. But the three others are Microsoft and OpenAI joint product, which DALL-E is the picture generator. Codex is for open text, and ChatGPT is for making let's say a computer or a text instructions which will produce the code. Okay, so what about the fastest adopted technology? Okay, if we manage to have seen about the popular breakout in the past decade, okay, we're talking here in granularity of days to get to 1 million users. Okay, so you see how we evaluated. Okay, eventually ChatGPT was 5 days. It was the world leader, but the most interesting fact is, what about acquiring 100 million global monthly users? Okay, so it took us 2 months. The former record was TikTok for 9 months for those who can't see the screen. Okay, so we're talking about very nifty stuff. Okay, just to conclude with the ChatGPT, so ChatGPT has a law degree, an MBA from Wharton University, is a certified in public accountant. He can co-authored some of books. So we see something that is unusual for us. Just a quick notion for us in Microsoft, always important to see. This is Sakenada, the CEO of Microsoft. As you can see, the change in the stock started in 2019, which is very equivalent to the first burst of ChatGPT and OpenAI tech, which means Microsoft is all about that, and you can see it in the stock abilities. I just want you to know that Microsoft is not about being serious and about being a big American corporate. This is actually a chat notion from the first deployment of Azure OpenAI. And the most popular question there and got more giggle is if we're going to get it in dark mode. So we're all about giggles and fun and games. So don't take us too seriously. Okay, now you remember the last graph about evolution is 2016, but this is the main changes, okay? Since the beginning of the year in January, we acquired lots of abilities to deploy with OpenAI. And underneath here on last May, 3 weeks ago, on our conference, on development conference, which called Microsoft Build, we launched the Azure OpenAI, which means that your ability to have a studio to build your own OpenAI processes via Azure. And the data fabric, which means that you will be able to take any kind of information with an API and to produce it as a dashboard in Power BI or any other tool that you would like to use. Of course, Microsoft is always using the services on their own. Okay, OpenAI is open for our usage and under the technology of our centers way long ago, and we only open it to the public use when it's ready to practice for customers. As you can see, this is the amount of usage only with Edge, with Teams, and with Office using the ability of OpenAI. I'm going to skip on that information, but everyone can see it on my shirt later if you need it. I'm presenting a movie just to show you the capabilities around Teams. Okay, I don't know if everyone here is using Teams or hate it. I really like it. But the basic idea of OpenAI is the collaboration. Okay, let's say that I was invited to a call that I won't be able to attend. Okay, so in After Effects, I can see who attended, who spoke. If I'm really looking to my boss, okay, I will try to look his syntax here and find out what is our main point that, of interest that he had, and etc. to save time and to have produced notes. This is an actual product that already runs. Everyone in Microsoft uses it all the time. The reason I'm showing it to you because it will take time to get the region for the regular usage of customers and partners, but if an insurance company will implement this tool, they're open for other stuff in open banking. They're open up for OpenAI, etc. So take it under mind. This is the one version for Outlook, but I will skip it because I want to get to what replace it. What?
Don't skip it.
No, okay. It's not that interesting.
Very stupid. That's why I want to know what's happening afterwards.
Basically, the OpenAI generator can be inside the app itself on the client, so you can use it as your regular. You're accustomed to do it on Chrome or Edge, but the fact is that it is within your tenant, so it's closed, so it will not be affected the organization with malware or any attacks from the outside. Okay? You need to buy the relevant classes and just put it on. Okay, it's all about the money. Okay, don't forget it. The same goes with the DAX, with the expression of data. Here is Power BI that you can generate from the data. Is presenting a table with generative AI. Okay. I'm showing you one of the latest working. Let's see. I'm gonna lower the sound, but basically, this is for another specialist, which is very interested about public cloud. This was one of the biggest announcements in Build last May. Basically, it's built up in your Azure account, okay? An open AI process as you see fit. You don't need to get an off-the-shelf solution or product. You can run it by yourself. You can build the flows and you can adjust it as a tool for a white labeling to a bank or to sell it in Mexico, like they did it here in the last session, etc. Okay. As you can see here, we have the ability of the chat, as we all know from ChatGPT. You can give them instructions and you will create a flow with relevant for your product or for your project. Okay. This is some of the partners who are already using plugins from OpenAI, and the list are getting bigger and bigger every day. I might say that Microsoft is working with, I'm working as a 100% partner-led business, okay? I always bring a partner to the table, and I will give the instruction, I will help with the funding, but eventually the partner will lead you to the promised land with OpenAI, okay? So it's really important to know what the other partners are doing, how to maybe to learn from others and to facilitate projects. I mentioned Azure Studio before, okay, the AI, Azure AI Studio before. This is the capabilities that we have. I think the most important one is the creative prompt, okay? You can choose which prompt to produce and which prompt to deploy. I tell you that right now we see in the market that many people are shifting from coding to prompting. It's a job, okay? With our access system, we see partners, lots of people that are building the next prompt for the project of their own end customer. So it's a thing. I'm gonna skip that one because I want to get ahead. But this is something that I really like to show you. This is from last build. Let's see if it's working. Okay. Basically, the presenter shows here that he's looking for a cake that he likes in Edge. Okay. And he sees that and he opened up the big chat like in ChatGPT, but it's secured. And he asks them, okay, dude, this cake, how can I make it? So he gets the recipe, but it's not stops here. The next phase he's gonna do is gonna ask, okay, how can I be able to start this recipe to get delivered? Now, I want you to stop here and think about the business of fintech, okay? Let's say that this is IKEA and I'm looking to buy a couch and I'm not closing the deal because I don't have enough money. What if an offer for a loan will pop up here, okay? Just a thought to take it to the next level. The next example is how to underwriting an agreement under the under the California state law, etc. We're not gonna stay with it. I will go through wrapping up the session in a few minutes, but it's really important to talk about the safety. Okay, everyone fears about the rise of Skynet. Okay, that will be doomed. The robots will kill us, etc. Microsoft put a lot of effort regarding the judiciary point of view and the tech and operating point of view to make sure that it is safe. Okay, we're doing testing, like you're gonna deploy a workflow. The workflow will be tested by the tool within Azure when you're gonna do it. Okay, before you're putting it out. We're gonna make sure that we'll prevent this. Okay, we're gonna show and tell you what's gonna be deployed later. Okay, you will know at every point of the way what's going to be deployed. So, everyone knows Oprah. Okay, so everybody talking about Copilot. Okay, Copilot is the next step thing with Microsoft. which means that this is the deployment of an open AI in every one of the projects. So we have Copilot for security, we have Copilot for Office, we have Copilot within Office for some of the product, and we have Copilot for data. Okay, so it's all about let's get Copilot for everyone. I'm not going to stop with this one. I just want to show you an example of the generation itself. Okay, this is an example of a call center. Let's say that I'm receiving a call as a front desk call center employee, and I speak with the customer, and you tell me like I'm not satisfied with that, I want to join that, etc. The call is being documented as we go, and in the end of it, a JSON file is produced. JSON file can be uploaded to the CRM for that matter, or to make notice to the calendar of this employee, okay, to generate an automated reply to the customer, etc. So we have lots of ways to go on. This is the implementation on CRM on Dynamics for that matter. That's what we saw on the last slide, but I'm going to push it through. Okay. As I said earlier, I'm working a lot with traditional businesses. Right now, these are the four main pillars that we're working with insurance companies and banks around the relevancy of OpenAI. It's regarding a content generation, a summarization for the content that we spoke earlier, a code generation for SQL, for Dynamics, for whatever you need. And the fourth one is the semantic search, which this is the most exciting one. Okay, let's say about underwriting process with this insurance company. Okay, I'm a new customer. They need to process me under the risk management. Right now, the semantic search can help this underwriting process to do it faster, to do it QA during it. Okay, it will not take the job of the team in the insurance company, but will make it much faster, and it will make it with as minimal gaps as possible. Okay. This is the first example here in the Israeli market. I know that everyone spoke here about the fact that Israel is a very small market, but if you will be able to land as your design partner and customer, you're in the fast track to go outside and to sell globally. So this is the first one which are ready to deploy their ChatGPT capabilities within their call centers. Okay. It makes me very hungry, but I will persevere. Public cloud is all about the marketplace, okay? It's not about if I will persuade you to come and work on Azure and you will consume, let's say, $5,000 a month, it's nice. It's really cool. We really want you to help you and to work with you guys, but we want you to be the hyperscaler of Microsoft, of Azure, which means that you will develop the white labeling product that will be sold to an insurance company in Mexico, to a payments company in Japan, or as an add-on for the loans and payments for IKEA, for that matter, as we saw in the first example. So basically, we are inviting you to take a big chunk out of this proportion and to help us to catch the market. This is the basic traditional relationship between a vendor and a customer. On the left side, you see the traditional one. I'm sending you Dynamics, I'm sending you 365, I'm sending you Azure, and you're buying that. You develop, and then you're selling it to the end customer. Eventually, hopefully, we'll be here, okay, as a shared partner. Okay, we're going to push you to sell with us on our platform for your customers. I'm going forward. This is one of the most interesting facts that I learned when I prepared this presentation. I'm speaking a lot with CIOs, IT managers, procurement of the IT department, etc. In the past, let's say 3 to 4 years, we're going to see a shift, and we are already seeing a shift to other decision makers. We're seeing it in marketing, we're seeing it in CFO, we're seeing it in the COO, and we're seeing it in the customer relationship department. Okay, so the decision of purchasing a SaaS or deployment on cloud is no longer stays in the IT department. It's getting outside. So I want you to contemplate about it and to think about how to start with it and take it to the next level. Okay. Many customers ask us about the fairness of OpenAI, about does my information get outside? Can someone steal my IP? Can someone steal my customer's data? So the answer is no. While you are deploying an Azure AI on Azure account means that you're controlling the data and you're controlling the action. So we give a pledge to fairness, to extendable, wow, it's a very, very tough word, explainability, which means that we'll give you the right direction and we're going to show you what's going to happen if you deploy this action or the other, and etc. So if someone wants to take a picture, now it's the time. It's a very, very important slide for you for the future business holding. Everyone heard about FunderSub in Microsoft? No, okay. FunderSub is one of the most prestigious program fund startups in their early stage. Eventually it will scale up to around 150K US dollars with credit, with tools, with GitHub Copilot if needed. So I urge you to try and to get into the program. It will launch you ahead, not because of the fund only, but because of the business development end of the game and helping you to get inside the marketplace of Microsoft. Okay, so that's it. We managed through to the end. So guys, don't hesitate to DM me. You can reach me here with the QR code. Please ask questions afterwards. We're here to help and support the ecosystem. You're really, really important to us. And thank you for listening.